skills. I'm a champion of D&D.
So we have this like new software that we've been using for about a year.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of resistance to it internally.
Oh.
And so I think what I've been doing is I've been saying, I'm going to make sure I understand it.
Right.
And then I'm going to pick a drop dead date.
Okay.
And
fair.
You're either using it or
you're not using it.
You're not using, because whatever you're doing now, you're not going to do anymore.
Right.
Do you think I'll have any success with that, or will I continue to get resistance? Will people continue to fight me on this?
Well, I honestly feel like change is usually hard.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to change for the sake of change.
Right. Well, it just in general, people get they're comfortable in what they know, right? So
exactly.
Having to learn something new takes time and energy. And while, at first it seems like, oh, well, it's something I have to do and I don't feel like I have time or whatever. If it's for the benefit, I feel like you might have resistance, but once they see the benefit of the program, then, things can move forward.
Like this particular thing I did yesterday, I had a proposal I had to put together for somebody. Mm-hmm. And so using the new software, I created the proposal.
Right.
Now, it took me a few minutes longer than it might have if I'd done it the other way because I was unfamiliar with
Right.
But once I created it, well, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to the client. Hey, I'm trying some new software, hopefully this makes sense, blah, blah, blah. And I sent a copy of it to one of the big resistors here. Said, look, here's what I did.
Yes.
And I mean, 45 minutes later, this looks fantastic.
See,
approved.
Yeah.
And so I sent that to the resistor and say, look, this is in the form that these people work with every day.
Yeah.
What we do is not in their universe. What we do is in our universe.
Right.
And it's great for us, and we understand it, and it's fantastic. But when we're dealing with them...
With your customer. Yeah. No, I think that's great. I think that is... the only way that business continues to grow is if you continue to do and accept new things.
Yeah.
If you just say, like, well, this is how we've always done it, eventually that's definitely not going to work.
Not going to work, so... Mm-hmm. Well, I just... We're getting ready to go through that process here, and it's going to be fun to go through.
I'll be rooting for you because I've been in that process for like the last 2 years.
I know, and like I said, I don't want to make a change just for the sake of making a change. Mm-hmm. That's not it's
for the benefit.
The point. Mm-hmm. But if, when you got people in 3 markets and you're spread all over, and it's and that's the other thing too that I find funny is that this thing will work on your phone.
Oh, that's great.
And so, say, for example, I need to get a commercial approved.
Right.
And I'm out. I'm not sitting here in front of a computer at the office. I'll get a notification that it's ready. And with a couple taps on the phone...
It can be off.
It's been processed or forwarded or checked or whatever. Because a lot of times the excuse is, well, I'll have to go home and get it because I left that at home. And I'm like, it's in a cloud.
You're like, I now have it.
This is your cloud access device right here. Mm-hmm. It's not stuck at home. It's in the cloud. Here's your cloud access device. Use it. So, I don't know. But people are hesitant to change. I was talking with Coach Henderson, the athletic director, and for years and years and years, if you wanted to go to a football game, you walked up to a ticket booth.
Right.
You handed the nice person in the ticket booth cash money. And they handed you a piece of paper that granted admission to that event. Not today. And you're familiar with this at the
Yes, because we're getting used to that, too, because everyone's like, well, where do we pick up our tickets?
Yeah.
You don't have to. If you get a receipt in your email, Square makes us just a pickup option, but you don't really, there's nothing for you to pick up. Just bring your QR code if you want to, and I can scan it, or I just look up your name. But there's no, like, paper tickets to hand anybody.
Yeah.
And not having to print thousands of tickets or store blank tickets and mess with this. Oh, that's so much handier than doing all that. And even like professional concerts, if you're gonna go to see like something like My Chemical Romance or Johnny or whatever, they're like that.
Yeah.
You have like you either bring up your email and they scan it, or you know what I mean. There's no touching, which I feel like, even though a lot of it was because of COVID, I still feel like that's really handy for the businesses because it saves us on paper and printing and time.
But I tell you, from a collector standpoint, you've probably seen this before in TV shows, or you probably even know people.
Yes.
You go to your first concert.
And you have the ticket stubs.
You have the ticket stubs. You have the program, if there is a program associated with it. Maybe you've got photos that you took at the event, or people took of you at the event, or maybe you've got the record or the CD.
Yes.
Or,
and we still do. We do still have the programs. So there is some form of paper, just not in ticket form.
But if everything's all electronic, it's there and then it's gone and then it disappears and there's nothing to look back on to bring back those memories or whatever, because it's all gone.
Perhaps bring like a few extra dollars for merch and then get the act to sign it if you have that option.
Well, you can still do that, but anyway, how did the Sons of the Pioneers concert go? That was last week. I was sick last week and I missed all that.
I know. So funnily enough, at the end of the night, they're like, so how soon is too soon to come back?
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to say it went really well, especially with the act that already wants to return.
Good.
So if people missed it because of the weather, I don't know how we managed. First show of this end of our season, and it snows.
Yeah.
And a lot of our patrons are coming from out of town, so but most of them made it.
Good.
And everyone really enjoyed the show and our new floors, and that has been a great. So the Sons of the Pioneers are already looking to come back. So if you missed them, they'll be back.
Good. Well, I'm glad it turned out. And I know you've got the Glenn Miller Orchestra is coming up here pretty quick, right? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming Tuesday. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, please get them. We've gotten a lot of traction online. People are like super excited about it, but they haven't bought their tickets yet.
Okay.
So maybe people are waiting for payday, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
So just to make sure you pick up your tickets. And if you have questions, you can call us. Right now, our phone system. So speaking of new technology, we're upgrading our phones, and the ones that we ordered were supposed to be in time for one, so seamless, transition of one phone service to the other phone service.
Yeah, right.
So
how's that working out?
Yeah, so on the Facebook page and at the top of the website, the number is 575-495-5562, which is my cell phone. So please call me if you have questions or concerns. I have put it where all the places I can think of, including on Google when you search for us and everything like that. So hopefully we'll have that sorted.
So if you call the main number now.
Yeah, people are like, it says your phone's out of service. I'm like, yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, because they were supposed to seamlessly kind of just happen at the same time, but one
has ended and the other has not started.
Yeah, that's because the phones haven't come yet. So that's the thing.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Things on order, shipping delays.
Yeah, supply chain. They're probably stuck in Ottawa.
Oh, that would be my luck, wouldn't it?
It's right outside of Justin Trudeau's house.
He'll keep them.
What you did is, look, if I bring you fuel, can I get this one box out of the back of your truck?
Yeah, no. Funnily enough, there's like, well, not funny for them, but there's several places in like Alaska where they depend on propane, and the planes that bring them in aren't bringing in their propane, and so they've been left weeks to
I know.
subsist.
No, it's a crazy thing. So that's probably what's happened. Is your phones are in a box on
a plane,
or a ship or something
somewhere.
Like that.
So anyway,
so call the cell number if you want to order tickets. Well, how much are tickets?
Tickets for adults are $45, and for youth, which is K through 12, $25.
Okay, and this is for the Glenn Miller Orchestra, which is going to be on Tuesday
at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Okay, so that's the next big concert event that's coming up. Okay.
I mean, like, if you're still looking for Valentine's ideas, I mean, that's a great gift. Take your lovely spouse or partner, whoever, out for a night of big band music.
Mine's kind of mad at me because I gave her a cough and a cold.
Yeah, I would be mad at you too. I'm sure she's like, don't even look at me. You were on your own for dinner and all the things.
That's right. So, well, good. So you have plenty of tickets available for Glenn. Okay.
Yeah, so come and I was looking at their website just to see if there was anything else I could post about them. And people come to their event dressed for the period.
Oh, really?
So if you feel like you want to get out your, your big band outfit, come dressed up.
Yeah. I don't have one of those, so...
It would be really... One of these days, Gene, we're going to get you dressed up for something that's not Halloween.
I don't know. But that's good. So there are plenty of tickets available.
There's plenty of tickets.
And really, that's such a beautiful theater because there's not a bad seat.
Oh, no. There's the great sound will be phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Linda Ray, our artist, will be coming back to do a book signing.
That's right. She was going to be at you had a little reception for Sons of the Pioneer.
Yes, she had a reception. She loved it. She's like, what can I do to come back more often? So she's coming back again.
On Tuesday.
To talk more about her book.
Okay.
That she wrote. She had a near-death experience, and so when everything was shut down, she was teaching at the time. So she, trying to work and teach through COVID, it just wasn't a thing. So she decided to retire, and during that time, she wrote the book about her experience. And so, a lot of her art is kind of mystical, but also has a really strong faith edge to it, and how she feels about her faith and the miracle that happened for her. So if you're interested, you love that kind of book, her books are $20. We have them, and you can come and get it signed and meet her. She's really cool.
Okay. And she's like the artist that's featured in the lobby through this month?
Yeah, through this month.
Okay. So that's good. Yeah. So you can just pop in and look around?
Yeah, pop in and look around.
What's been the reaction to your new floor?
Wow.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't been out much. So.
The only negative comment we got from Facebook was someone said that it made them dizzy. But, yeah, that was...
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, but that's the only, negative comment. Other comments were, they saw it on the Facebook page of the picture and that the floor didn't do it, the picture didn't do the floor justice.
Yeah.
So overall... a lot of people really like how the floor turned out. Our cleaning crew came in today, and they're like, whoa, you redid the floor. They're like, this is really great. So, they haven't been in since last time they cleaned, and generally the reception has been super positive. We're working on getting the walls and then the lighting done next.
Okay. That sounds exciting.
Yes.
Well, what else do you have coming up? You have some other things in the future works there?
We do. And in the midst of March, during spring break, we are currently working out the times of the theater camp that we'll be doing.
When is spring break this year?
Spring break is March 21st through the 25th.
Okay.
And so we are looking at doing a theater camp with an artist. Her name's Whitney. She comes from Albuquerque. She is a professional actor, as well as she teaches clowning. So we'll have a mix of improv, basic theater, and clowning. Kind of woven in for different age groups during the week. And so we'll have, once we get the final information from her, we'll have that up on the website for people to sign up and be excited about.
Clowning. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she actually came to us. She was here for Red Dirt Black Gold and walked into the theater and introduced herself and was like, I have family down here, so if I'm visiting, if I wanted to teach or do something, is that something we could do? And I said, totally.
Of course. So, that sounds great. I didn't, I guess there's clown schools.
Yeah.
That you could go to if you wanted to learn how to be a clown.
Yeah. I just think it's something different.
Yeah.
Because she does a wide range of acting, but she also does that, and I think that's something we definitely haven't had for our students before.
So we're talking the red wig or the makeup, that type of clowning?
Clowning.
Goofy shoes and all that? Okay, not like what we do on the radio every week.
But I've heard that people, they've I like to listen to you guys. You crack us up. So, people are pretty amused either way, I think.
That's good. That's good. Well, we're unprofessional clowns.
Yes, there we go.
This is an opportunity to
meet a professional that does acting and clowning. She has a very, really cool repertoire of skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to find some clown jokes that we can.
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny
to do that.
Next week we'll work on that.
Like one cannibal said to the other cannibal after they ate a clown, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Maybe not that dark.
Not that dark. Yeah, not that dark. And then, interestingly enough, following fast after that is car show, and we are working.
Which has nothing to do with cannibalism.
No, it has
or
nothing to
clowns.
do with cannibalism or cows. I'm segueing because like people have like those fears, like people are afraid of spiders or whatever. I'm afraid of cannibals. Not that I've ever come across one, but I'm terrified.
I wouldn't want to meet one either. So,
No.
yeah. But car show weekend, that's April 1st and 2nd.
Yes. We are working on having an art car.
Okay.
So if you...
Now, they mentioned that. Jessica mentioned that on Tuesday.
Yes.
An art car.
Yes.
So tell us about an art car.
So it's a junker
Okay.
that the community will be able to paint.
Okay.
So if you are a person who has like a random rusted vintage truck or some sort of car that's just sitting around gathering rust or whatever, and are willing to donate it,
Okay.
please let us know.
Okay.
We'll get, if you have it, we'll find someone, or if you could bring it to the event, we'll have it placed on Rose Lawn, and people will be able to come and paint our art car as a community like art project, kind of like our mural was, and so that will be a lot of fun.
Okay. And then what will happen to this painted car when it's done, or have you got that far yet?
Nancy and I were talking, and it would be really cool if we had like an area where we had our own like painted graffiti car yard.
Yeah.
For people to come and like take pictures by and see. We'll see.
Yeah.
What happens to it after that? It might just go back to the person who brought it if they want it back, because now it's all fancy.
Sure. Or you could do like what's the guy up in Amarillo with the Cadillacs buried?
Oh, yes.
You know, so you could bury it somewhere sticking
Yeah.
out of the ground. I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about that option. If someone had like a barren piece of land, they were like, we need this dressed up with some painted cards, and every year we'll just add a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be kind of, that's kind of a neat idea
Yeah,
too.
that would be
So
fun.
We'll have to see what happens with all that.
Yes.
But that'll be April 1st and 2nd is car show weekend, so
Yes.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, and then quickly after that, we have the Muttville Comics,
Okay.
which is Johnny Pierce. He is a gentleman who gets rescue dogs, trains them, puts on a magic comedy show, goes on tour with them, and then finds them homes, and then trains new ones.
Okay.
He has a really big heart for shelters and rescues, so we'll be kind of reaching out to see if any of them want to participate.
Okay.
And I'm real excited. He's a great guy.
How many dogs does he usually bring in his act? Do you remember?
I do believe it's a dozen to 20.
A dozen to 20.
And he brings them. They have like a whole van. Like he travels with them. So we're real excited to have them with us.
Okay, so that's coming in
April.
April.
April 8th.
Okay.
And you can go on the website and buy tickets now if you want to.
How much are
we're
tickets
also
for that?
working tickets for that are
If you remember.
25
25?
to start, and then I think 15 for K through 12. And if you are wanting to buy those tickets, or we are going to work on an outreach
Okay.
for earlier that day with the students.
Yeah. That's fantastic. The last time he was here, that was a real popular show too. I think a lot of folks enjoyed how he's able to get the animals
to do what they do.
Yeah.
He sent me the pictures, the press kit, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at these pictures, and the dogs are just so they're like, we're just waiting our turn. And yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Okay.
excited about that.
Well, that's in
April 8th.
So look
it's a
for
Friday.
that. Okay, but it's already on the website now.
It's already
so
on
if
the
you go-
website, as well as The Secrets of the Buttermilk Hotel, which is the comedy troupe's spring performance. They haven't done anything since the October before last, so it's been a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And so it's a play about these 4 hotel owners. They all came together to buy this old dilapidated hotel in Buttermilk, Oklahoma, and they're not making any money.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not making any money, and so somehow a newspaper gets wind that it might be haunted.
Ah.
Is it? Is it not? We don't know.
Yeah.
And it brings in quite the ghost enthusiasts, and who are very interested about it, and it's funny.
Yeah.
It is really funny. I am not directing it this time. It's actually Lindsay. Lindsay Waugh is our director. And I tried to audition for the smallest part that I could possibly find, and that did not happen. So I actually...
Did you get a part?
Yeah, one of the main parts. I'm one of the hotel owners, Delphine. And so you'll have to come see.
So I'm assuming then that they create this question as to whether or not there's a ghost there.
There's a character who puts it out there that's not one of the four. And then the audience will have a good time trying to figure out, is it really haunted? Is it not?
Yeah. It's like what are you owners doing in the background to make
what are we
people
doing?
think that there's a ghost there?
Yes. So there's a lot of
And then you
fun.
probably run into the real ghost.
Maybe. You'll have to see.
Yeah.
And those tickets and everything and the dates are ready on the website as well.
Okay. That sounds exciting. Was that a pretty big cast?
16, I think.
16? Is that
It seems pretty average for us right now.
is that okay? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's a smaller end. We do have requests to bring back musicals, but we have to grow the comedy troupe to do that because those usually end up with like upwards 20 to 50 cast members. So
Yeah. When I did some theater in high school, and we would do a musical, and they would always get the choir kids.
Yes.
Which always irritated us that we're in the theater, because this is what we do.
I know, this is our thing.
This is our thing. Why are you bringing
now
in
you're
those?
That actually, the first time that happened for me was Bulldogs on Review. I was in high school, and I was in theater and choir. But they brought in the choir and the theater to do Bulldogs on Review, which it's usually a choir thing.
Yeah.
But they brought on the theater kids.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, this is great because it's crossover to like the two things that I'm doing. However, like,
Oh, so you
usually
put the positive spin on it. We were like,
yeah. I'm sure others didn't feel the same.
yeah, and they choir kids would walk around like, this thing would be terrible if we weren't here.
Yes.
And so it was not a good.
It was not a good mix.
Not good chemistry.
No.
We did not have good chemistry that year. So.
No, oh my goodness. Yeah. So, but yeah.
So I'm not going to say who, but some people who are on the tech side would occasionally do things to.
Of course.
Mess with the.
Of course, that would happen. Well, just to let you know, the only Discord.
I don't know why that microphone didn't work. I have no idea. It worked in test.
The only Discord we have going on for the Secrets of the Buttermilk Hotel are among the zany cast members in the play, like the characters themselves, the cast. We get along great. So
yeah, well, that's good.
There won't be any hijinks outside of that.
As far as you know.
As far as fingers crossed. Now, Lindsay is the director.
Okay.
So, there might be hijinks. We'll see.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to make her mad.
Well, I'm saying from her.
Yeah.
Because it's Lindsay.
I know. But I mean, if she's the director, I don't know if as director Lindsay, if you want to make director Lindsay mad.
I think it would be really hard to make director Lindsay mad. This is her first performance, her first time directing, so hopefully things go as smooth as possible. So I think we're trying to not give her too much of a hard time.
Oh, okay.
The keyword be try.
Got to be at least one night. So.
One night, yes.
where everything is opposite.
Yes. That's usually our dress rehearsal night. We try to make dress rehearsal night like the absolute worst. Like we're trying to do our best, but we're hoping that it's the worst out of the performances.
Yep.
Because then that means everything else will be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty crazy. So tickets are available for that. They're online. You can do that. But the main thing, folks, Glenn Miller Orchestra.
Yes.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Get your tickets.
Valentine's gift. Have a date night. Come dressed up. Hear the big band. They're amazing. And they're really excited to be in New Mexico, specifically because they can have green chili. So, I mean, if that doesn't endear you to them, I don't know what will.
They've already asked about the green chili.
Oh, yeah. There was like, is there any way that could be a part of our meal? And I was like, I'm pretty positive that I can make that happen.
I'm pretty positive you're going to be hard-pressed to find something without green chili. So.
Yeah, so we're working on that, yes.
That's great. If you want to get at the one end of the spectrum, you can always just run over to McDonald's and get a couple of green chili double cheeseburgers. Oh my gosh, he asked specifically for green chili cheeseburgers. Those are good. But I also need a fish option because they have someone who's is it pescatarian? Okay. Yeah. Green chili and fish. And fish. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have the fish option will have green chili, but everything else will. So there you go. Well, Kandese, is there anything else that we need to cover today? No, just make sure check out our website. Again, if you have questions and you want to call me, call 575-495-5562. That's the number to call because there's some box of phone stuff in a It'll eventually be truck here. Somewhere that hasn't arrived yet. Yes.
Fingers.
to it.
Also, maybe like send up some prayers or some good vibes for me that they'll come
course,
this
yeah.
tomorrow, and then we'll be good.
You'll get one of those notifications. Hey, it's shipped early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully it's our tech guy. It's
Yeah.
coming to him, and then he'll come to me. So
Okay.
yeah.
Make it happen, folks.
Yes.
Make it happen. All right, Candace, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we're going to take a break, open up the old Zoom room, and get Aaron in here to see if he's getting his pancake batter
Ooh.
mixer singer thing ready. They got their big pancake breakfast Saturday.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Down in Carlsbad. But I think they keep him away from the batter.
Maybe wise
He's not on
choice.
batter duty.
Maybe
So.
that might be wise.
All right, we'll be right back.
When that problem arises,